poking. I don't want to deal with it. Somebody try to put me again, I'm walking out. What's up, Cookie Squad? How you guys doing? It's been so long. Oh my god, it's been so long that I can't even remember the last time I posted a video. I don't know, man. I made some videos, but I haven't posted anything. But how you guys doing? How's everything? How's life treating y'all? How's the new year treating y'all? Guys, I'm telling you, I have 4 or 5 videos in the chambers and I've never even posted anything. So I wanted to do a video a little while back, a few weeks back. But as you guys can see, I'm changing my look. I'm having something new. And I feel like I'm at the ugly stage of my life. It took me so long to find something to do with my hair. And it was still whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just leave it like that. I don't even care. I'm just going to make a video. You guys seen me worse. Right? So why I feel like I had to do the video, I'm like, you know what, let me just do it now before I lose it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just do a video. I'm so sorry it's been this long since I posted something. You feel like I let you guys down after wanting you guys to follow me, to subscribe to my channel, like my videos and everything, and I just stopped posting, and then my clout, I'm not gonna say I don't want it to get over anybody's head to feel like I'm saying I'm so famous or whatsoever. But the clout that I had on YouTube, it just went down. You know what I mean? It went down because I don't post, and when I post something, I don't really share it. I don't ask people to to subscribe, to like or whatsoever. I haven't done a YouTube video in so long. I'm forgetting the link. Okay, so today's video is gonna be a story time. I know it's been a long time since I did a story time, but yeah, today I'm gonna do a story time. Today, like you can see in the title, I'm gonna make a story time about how my birth control almost killed me. Yeah. So if you standing up, go sit down. If you have one, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just gonna tell you guys my experience. So without any more talking, let's go right into the video. I miss you guys so much. Let's go to the video. I don't know if you guys remember the video I did about which birth control is the best. If y'all don't know what is this video, I'm gonna put something up there somewhere. I don't remember where it pops up. Something up there for you guys to go click on it. And yeah, this video right there, I made a video explaining what birth control I felt like was best. Out of all the birth control that I had, what birth control did I feel like was the best? And if you guys can remember, and even if you guys didn't watch the video, I said that the best birth control I feel like was the one that I was on, which is the Nexplanon. But guys, I'm finna to tell y'all what happened to me while I was on the Nexplanon. So as I said in the other video, with the Nexplanon, I felt more secure. I felt more safe. You know what I mean? I felt like it's something that I have to remove in 5 years. I don't have no periods or whatsoever, and it's not something I gotta remember every time to go to the doctor and replace and add something else or renew. You know what I mean? So I felt like it was the best for me, and my mood swings wasn't so bad when I was in the Nexplanon as it was when I was on the depot. Those are my boys talking. As I was on the depot. So there was a lot of things that I feel like were good. You know what I mean? That I feel like were good. That makes me feel like the Nexplanon was the best birth control that could ever exist. Mind you, I was only going on a few months when I made this video. A few months or a year, I don't even remember. So I felt like everything was okay. I had mood swings, but I was mostly sad and stuff. Most of the time. Sometimes there's something that happened, it's not even that deep, and I just start crying. I used to cry all the time for no reason. Then it's some days I would be so down, I don't want to talk to anybody, but I want to talk to somebody. Because I'm I want to speak to someone right now, and then as soon as I start speaking to someone, they get on my nerves. Like, it's like, it wasn't as crazy as the depot, like I said, but it was also crazy. It was weird. I've never felt myself, you know. I felt off. I felt like something was wrong somehow. You know what I mean? So, besides the point, I didn't have period. I didn't have my period for like a whole year. I had nothing, no spotting, no nothing. But every month at a certain time, I would have cramps. Like, you know the cramps you have when you have your period? I would have cramping, but no spotting, no nothing. I would have nothing, you know, for a whole year. But then again, I feel like that's what kind of messed me up. I feel like that's what made me feel weird, because you know your body is not supposed to do that. Your body is supposed to clean itself. You're supposed to have your period. That's the way it's supposed to happen. That is the way God intended it to happen, if you know what I mean. So it's like, you know, things that are supposed to happen in your body are not happening, so your hormones are all over the place. After a little while, after like a year, when it was like, okay, I started feeling weird stuff like headaches and stuff, but I always thought it was just normal, because when I was back home in Haiti, I don't know if it's because of the heat, if it's because of I don't know what it was, but when I was in Haiti, every day after school, I would have headache, like bad headaches. Every single day in Haiti, I would have headaches, and my headaches are not the types to just go away when I take a pill or something. I have to sleep, not sleep throughout the day or a little nap. I would have to sleep through the night the next morning for it to go away. That's how it used to be. So I'm like, okay, maybe my headaches are just coming back. I didn't think much of it, okay? And then after the year, I think in October, I had my period. But it was like a weird period. It wasn't like 3 days. Usually my period just like 3 days. 3 days, that's it. Like the first day, you know how it is. The second day is really heavy. And the third day is just light, like it's going away. And the next day I have nothing. No spotting or nothing. That's how I used to be. So when I first got my period in October, it lasted like a whole week. Like, I'm talking about a week with full-blown period. Like full pads. Like, you know what I mean? Like full thing. And I never had that before. So I'm like, what the hell? And it came with cramping. I heard that some videos, people say that Nexplanon helped them with cramping. It wasn't there anymore whatsoever. I had the worst cramp ever. I have 2 boys. I gave birth twice. And it's very close to how I felt when I was in labor. Things was very bad. Like to the point I couldn't even stand up. It was bad. It was really bad. And every time I'm hoping, okay, it's gonna be done today, and it's not done. The next day, it's gonna be done, and it's not done. And after the week, I had full-blown period. For a whole like 3 days, I had spatting before it just stopped. You know what I mean? So it was weird. It was not something that I was used to, I can say. So after a while, I'm like, okay, if my period is back, I don't want it to be like that every month. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want something like that. I don't like my period. That's why I like Nexplanon. I don't like having. Who like having a period? I don't think no woman likes that. I hate it. I don't like it. Right? So I'm like, I don't have my period. So it's a win-win situation. Win-win for me. Win-win for my mental health. Win-win for my body and all the stuff. I didn't want it anyways. So it was a good thing for me that Nexplanon stopped it. But it came back. So I'm like, make it make sense. Like, be effing for real. Like, what's going on? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let it slide. We're gonna see what happened next month. And next month, which was November, nothing came. I'm like, okay.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
So you came October after a year, and in November you didn't come. So I'm like, I gotta look it up. I know they say not to look stuff up online. I always do that. I don't learn my lessons. Sometimes I have a headache and they tell me I'm dying. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna check anymore, because I'm an overthinker. I overthink about anything. I'm even overthinking something that I'm gonna overthink later.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I overthink about anything. I'm even overthinking about overthinking something that I'm gonna overthink later. if that makes sense. But yeah, like, it's like, you didn't come, but now you coming. Like, are you even protecting me? Because my period is not supposed to come. So I look it up, and I see that some people have no period at all. Some people just on and off. On 3 months they have it, then 3 months they don't. This is so off. This is so weird. It's like, we already not mess up. We already like complicated in ourselves. So to add something on what we already have is just messed up. I wanted some peace of mind. Why do I have periods for 3 months and then it goes away? I don't see it anymore. How do I know I'm not pregnant? It's like, I know I have a birth control, but hello, something's not adding up. So I'm like, you know what? I can't deal with that. I went to the doctor. I went to my OBGYN. I said, we're pretty cool because I've had the same OBGYN since I was pregnant with my first baby, and he's 3 years old. So I'm like, I went to her and I'm like, listen, something is going on with my body. I haven't had a period in a long time, for a year, as you know, and now my period is back for October, and then it went away again. And she was like, yeah, it happened, girly. It happens sometimes. She called me girly. It happens. That's the way the Nexplanon operates. Sometimes they give you periods. Sometimes it doesn't. That's the way it works. Don't worry about it. Nothing's wrong. I'm like, okay. But like, I also feel so off. I feel so weird. Something is wrong. She said, yeah, you're not yourself because you have something, you know, that was blocking your body from operating the way it's supposed to. So you're never going to feel normal. But don't just overthink it. It's gonna be fine. I'm like, okay, fine. And I'll be fine. So I went home. From that point on, from November, I'm telling y'all guys, I've had a headache every single day. And it's not no regular headache. Like, it's like pounding headache. Bad headache. Headaches to the point I can't open my eyes. Like, it was so overwhelming. It was so much that sometimes my head would hurt so much that I would start crying because it's so bad. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. I had ibuprofen. I drink other pills to try to make it go away. It would never go away. So one day I had a headache so bad. I was seeing blurry. So I went to the ER and I was like, okay, something's wrong with me. I've been having very, very bad headaches. They're asking me if I had a concussion, if I fell, if I this, if I that. I'm like, no, I never did. That didn't. Nothing like that happened. But I have a feeling that it's my birth control. And then they, you know, I feel like, no offense, but I feel like I'm just saying, don't get at me if you're a nurse or whatsoever. Some nurse at the ER just want to get rid of you. They just want to get with, like, they just want to deal with you, tell you whatever it is that they want to tell you, and then send you home. And the best thing that they like to tell you, well, if it continues, just come back. I know that they're dealing with a lot. There's a lot of people coming back and forth. They have a lot on their plate. Working 12-hour shift is not no joke. You know what I mean? I know that, but it's like, sometimes I just feel like some of them just want to get rid of us. Like, they just say something just for you to go, and that's it. To feel some type of way, to feel some type of relief, and then just go while they didn't even look through the problem deeply. That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel, you know, because sometimes I feel rushed out the ER. And she was like, yeah, don't take too much of it. Just get some ibuprofen. We take all the blood tests and nothing is wrong with you. We don't see any blood clot or anything. Nothing seems to be wrong. We did some some MRI. That's MRI, right? And they were like, you should also make an appointment with your OB so you can talk about it with your OB further and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I will do that, but I can tell you right now, I took ibuprofen, I took Tylenol, nothing is working, and I'm getting worried. And they're like, well, yeah, nothing is wrong with you, we don't see nothing right now, so if it continues or if it come back, you can come back to the ER. But as of right now, everything is fine, you're good to go home. I'm like, okay, I'll go home. Mind you, I still have the headache. It wasn't as bad because they gave me something strong, but I still had the headache. So I went home, I slept, and then in the morning I wake up and it felt like I didn't have no headache. I'm like, okay, today's gonna be a good day. I wake up, they called me to come to work that day, and I couldn't. I won't be able to come to work. And then out of nowhere, out of nowhere, I just felt like somebody threw a baseball bat at my head, at the side of my head, like it's something popped in my head. I don't know how to explain it. This is how I felt, right? Like something popped in my head. Someone kicked me with a ball in my head, and then at the same time, I felt a headache so freaking bad. Like it was so bad. I feel like at the same time I feel the pounding headache, I feel like someone is pulling my eyes to the back. It was so freaking painful. I don't know, like it was so painful. You feel like I don't know how to explain it. It feel like something that was doing to you. It's not like something that was happening in your body. It feels like something that was doing to you. You know what I mean? And listen to me. I'm very dramatic. Some people are scared to admit it. I am very dramatic. Just like my mom. I'm dramatic. So at that moment, I started bawling, crying. I couldn't take it. I was crying. I was calling my mama, telling my mama I think I'm about to die or something. Mama was like, I told you, they do pas mettre birth control sa la bagay ou bagay sa kap to you. This thing gonna kill you and stuff. This thing gonna kill you. Don't put that thing in your arm. I told you those stuff kill people. I'm like, man, you're not making it easy, lady. But like I feel like I'm dying or something. So the boys had to go. And I had to go to the ER. So I went to the ER again. I found the same nurse. And she said, oh no, is it back? I'm like, yes, it's back and it's really, really bad. She said, you know what? Maybe we should keep you at the hospital. And then tomorrow, we're going to take it out for you. We're going to transfer you. Because the hospital is a really big hospital. Like, there's the ER, there's the women's hospital, there's the hospital for people that are not fertile. This is like a whole bunch of things in one thing. You know what I mean? It's a big hospital. They said, we're going to keep you in the morning. We're going to transfer you so somebody can see you, so they can do the thing for you and maybe take the birth control out if you think that's what is, doing all of that to you. I'm like, yes, please, that will help, because I strongly feel like that's what doing this to me. So they're like, okay, no problem. You know your body better than everybody else. We're going to do that, and then we're going to see how it goes from there. I'm like, yes, thank you. They gave me some stuff, and the whole night I was just crying because it was so bad. And then she came back, and she was like, your eyes are very red. You're crying too much. You should stop because it's going to make it worse. I don't know what they gave me, but whatever they gave me, like, I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was being transferred to somewhere else. But when I wake up, I had an IV and everything. So I'm like, what happened? As they, transferred me to the other place, they said, yeah, because I have other stuff. I have asthma and other things. So when I was going, they said, yeah, we had to put an IV so we can give you medicine through the IV because you had a seizure. I'm like, excuse you? I don't remember any of this. I just remember you giving me a pill and that was it. But they're like, yeah, you had a seizure and stuff like that. We have an neurologist for you to see. A bunch of crazy crap. That's not the crazy part, how I almost died. These are a bunch of crazy things that happened throughout. Not when I almost died. When I was close to the gate of heaven. You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm like, I don't remember any of that. They said, yeah, you're not supposed to remember. Yeah, the seizure, you can't remember anyway. So they put me to the other side, the women's hospital, the women's clinic. I don't know. I don't remember the name. So somebody see me, and then she was like, we're gonna put something to numb the area. It's right there. We're gonna put something to numb the area, and then we're gonna remove it. And we're gonna remove it for you and stuff. But as we're doing it, she's speaking to me. She's like, what makes you want to take it out? They didn't give me all the details. I didn't really read the report. I just know that you want to take it out. So I started to explain to her, this is what's been happening to me. Like, since I started rehabbing my period again, this is what's happening to me, and I can't take it anymore. I feel like this thing is gonna kill me. And my gut is telling me that that's what's wrong. Like, I feel like that's what's wrong with me. She said, well, you know your body better. But girl, I had to take it out in less than 3 months. I'm like, why? What happened? She said, girl, I couldn't take it. I felt like I wanted to fight everybody. I used to come to work here. Like, people talking to me, I'm not responding. And as a nurse, I can't be doing that. And it was very bad on me. And it used to make me eat so much and all the stuff I be hearing. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Then to me, I feel like it's the same thing. Like, I feel very moody, and I feel like the mood is something, but like giving me headaches to the point where I can't function. I don't want that. I have kids. I have a job. I have other things to do. I interact with people. At my job, I interact with people a lot. So I can't be doing that. I can't be dealing with that. She said, yeah, I understand. Let alone, I heard that you had a seizure. We don't know what caused it. If it's your regular seizure disorder or if it's something else. I'm like, exactly my point, girl. I haven't had a seizure in a little while, you know? So she was like, okay. As she's speaking to me, she poked me. She like, do you feel it? She already put since I want to know, like, anesthesia, right? That's how you say it. That's how you pronounce it. I don't know. So she put it. And then she was talking to me. It burned. Like, the thing burned a little. And then she said, I'm going to poke you. Let me know if you feel it. And she poked me. I'm like, yeah, I do. I feel like a little bit. Not like a bad. Yeah, she said, okay, let's wait for a little. After a little while, she was touching my arm. But I don't know. She was touching my arm and stuff. I didn't feel nothing. It was just talking about the Nexplanon. She was telling me how it felt. She was telling me, we were just talking. And then she was like, well, it's out. I didn't even know. I didn't feel anything. She took it out. I didn't even feel nothing because the thing was working, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's when did you guys watch Puss in Boots? If you didn't watch it, spoiler alert. You know when Death was just walking around after a little guy? I felt like Death was at the door. I felt like Death was by my head, grabbing my neck and telling me, little lady, you ready to go? You ready to go? We're going, we're leaving, I'm taking you. This is when he started to feel like, okay, I'm about to die. So the minute she took it out, she's like, okay, it's out. I'm like, oh, that was easy. I got up, I felt something going down my thigh. I'm like, did I just pee myself? She said, no, it's blood. It's blood.
Hell no. To the no.
I'm like, so I just had my period. I removed this thing and I just had my period. I'm like, oh my God. But she's like, is your period usually that heavy to the point it leaks? I'm not. Yeah, the first one I had in October, it was very bad. She said, oh man, so this thing was probably really holding you back. And we laughing about it. I'm leaving. I wiped myself. She gave me a pad. I went to the bathroom. I cleaned myself. And I leave. I'm in the freaking hallway. And a bitch passed out. I passed out, ladies and gentlemen. I passed out. When I woke up again, I was in a bed with like 4 different nurses around me. And then they was like, oh, you passed out. We didn't know what was happening. We didn't know if you was going to have a seizure or whatsoever because your eyes were twitching. We don't know if you was going to have a seizure. We don't know if you did have a seizure because your eyes were twitching, but your body wasn't moving or whatsoever. But we think something is wrong. We're going to get more tests done. I'm like, what happened? Like, I feel a little dizzy. I don't feel good. They said, yes, you passed out in the hallway, girlie. You passed out in the hallway. And then that's why you were in the bed. We had to pick you up. Like, and you know the nurses, they're talking, not the nurses, the doctors speaking so loud. So it's like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Hello? Stacy, is everything okay? I'm like, I don't know. I just wake up. Give me some space. Give me a minute to figure out what the hell happened. I remember being in the freaking hallway, and then now I'm back in the freaking bed. Give me a minute. I'm trying to process too. I'm trying to know if everything is okay. You're supposed to be telling me if everything's okay, and you asking me if everything's okay. And I just woke up. Give me a minute. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure it out too. And she was like, "Is everything okay?" Very loud. I know you have to do that if someone is passing out or whatsoever. But I'm wide awake. I'm looking at you. I'm trying to figure out what's happening too. I'm like, I don't know. I just feel dizzy. I don't know what's going on. I feel a little dizzy and stuff like that. She said, "Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, because you just passed out in the hallway. What has been happening this past few weeks? Can you tell me?" Like, I'm like that's literally how I heard him. Like, I feel like it was in my earlobe, speaking inside of my ears. Like, I feel like, please, I just felt like telling him to tone it down a little, because if I wasn't gonna die before, now I'm gonna die because of the way you're talking. And then she was like, and I was like, I wasn't really truly myself, because I was still feeling very dizzy. And then I don't remember what he told me afterwards, but I remember the nurse telling me they're gonna give me more fluids through the IV and stuff like that. They're gonna give me more fluids to the IV because my blood pressure is very low. My blood pressure is very low, and I think my sugar whatsoever is very low also. And then they give me some, do you know those little thing of orange juice? They give me some orange juice with extra sugar in it. Very, very sweet. And then I don't remember what else she gave me, but it was like they had to do more tests, they had to take more blood or whatsoever. I'm like, I'm already losing blood. Like, I don't know if that's a good idea to take some blood, and you guys be taking little buckets of blood. I don't know if I want you guys to take blood right now. And then she was like, we have to, because we have to make more tests. Maybe there's something we missed. I'm like, okay, fine. They had to pull me again, because the other one, there was already IV fluid or something else I was having through it. They couldn't give it to me through that or whatsoever. And then there was like, we're gonna give you another one. You're gonna poke you again. So they poked me the first time. Nothing. They poked me a second time. Nothing. So they was like, oh, we're gonna come. Like, no more. I don't want anything. I don't want any more poking. I don't want to deal with it. Somebody try to put me again, I'm walking out. The doctor was like, please, we have to. There's more tests we have to. Not the doctor, the nurse, a nice ass nurse. She was like, we have to. I'm sorry, but every time we poke it, the vein is playing tricks on us. I'm like, well, I'm getting poked, so I'm hurt. I don't want anybody to poke me anymore. Somebody poke me, I'm walking out. I started to act weird, because like I was in pain. I didn't want nobody to poke me. I know I have a tattoo and all, and I'm trying to make other tattoos, but it's two different pains. I don't want anybody to tell me anything. The pain with the needle and the pain with the tattoo is two different pain. I'm like, I don't want nobody to poke me anymore. I'm through. I'm done. I had to get up and go get this boy because he was crying his lungs out. Say hi, Cookie Squad. Jojo. Say hi, Cookie Squad. Hi, Cookie Squad. Yeah, they called someone else. Apparently, they're the best person to do that. They know how to do that well. They always, get the right veins or whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep both of you out now. See? That's why I opened the door for you to give you a chance. But you don't want a chance, do you? Get out. I'm kicking y'all out again. No. I had to kick them out again. I can't deal with it. So yeah, they called a doctor, and then not the doctor, someone else. And then they came, they tapped, toot, and then like some miracle, he really did it. He did it, and then there was blood coming out. They took the blood, and usually I have an aura when I'm about to have my seizure, and out of nowhere, I felt like I had my aura. I started smelling it. I'm like, oh, I'm smelling such and such. I think I'm about to have a seizure. I think something is about to go down. I didn't say it like that, but I was like, I think I'm about to have a seizure because I'm having my aura. And they like, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Like I could, like I could hit pause on my seizure to not come. And she was like, hold on. Wait a minute. Give it a second. We're gonna take the needle out. He took the needle out. As she's speaking to me and she's saying those things, I just hear her going far and far and far and far. I just feel like, the voice is taking the trip away from me. It's going further and further and further. I'm like, oh yeah, it's happening. It's not no stuff to joke about, but I'm like, oh, it's happening again. It's gonna happen. And then I blacked out. That was the third time in less than 24 hours I had a seizure back to back to back. Now, I'm not telling you guys that, because I had an Nexplanon and I had seizures. No, that's not what I'm telling you, because I've already had a seizure disorder. I'm just telling you guys what happened to me with what I already have after I took out this Nexplanon. Okay? So I started thinking maybe keeping it was doing more good than removing it, because why is all of this stuff happening to me? I had the seizure and then I come back. I had the seizure and then I come back again. I come back again and I'm like, they're like, is there anybody we can call? The minute they tell me that, my heart just dropped and I'm like, I usually see stuff like that in movies when things are getting very serious. When things are getting wild, that's when they ask you, is there anybody I can call? I'm like, that's when I wake up though. I'm like, they say, we see your husband. I put husband, but I don't have a husband. He like, we see your husband as your emergency contact. We could call him for him to come and keep you company. We might have to keep you again. I'm like, hello? I have to go to work. What am I supposed to do? She was like, yeah, we might have to keep you again because something is wrong. Something is off. Something is going on. I'm like, you know what, sister? I think I'm first to die today, because that about around that time, I just felt like I couldn't even keep my eyes open anymore. I felt like my mouth was dry, my heart was pounding. I felt like I was gonna pass out again, and it just felt so weird. I think it's because I lost blood and all the seizures. I don't know what was going on, sweetheart. It's just like I was going through it. So she was like, we should call someone so they can stay with you and watch over you. We're gonna put you in they put me somewhere where there was eyes on me 24/7. It was a room by myself, but there was eyes on me 24/7. There was somebody just literally sitting there and then looking at me.
As I'm editing the video, I realized that I lost a whole bunch of footage about what happened after. So I'm literally like, I was already I was already pissed off. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna drop the video all at once. But I also was like, I did all this work, I recorded all this video and started editing, almost done editing videos, and then to realize that I lost something, I might as well just make the rest of it and just clip them together. I don't want to lose all this work. Like I said, I didn't call anybody. I just stayed there because I felt like maybe I was gonna feel better. I didn't want to, stress or scare anybody. So after a little while, they came to talk to me and explain to me that I lost a lot of blood. That's why they want me to finish this pack of fluid before they able to even release me. They're gonna wait for all this blood tests to come back and everything else to come back to see if anything else is wrong, because what happened today was abnormal and we don't want to just send you home and then something else happens. So after a little while, the neurologist came and then they told me, there's nothing abnormal, they don't see anything abnormal. And then the second the other doctor came in and told me that all my blood will come back okay. The only thing is I lost a lot of blood and my blood pressure is a little high. They're gonna prescribe me new medication and everything. They suggested that I don't go back to the Nexplanon because they don't feel like it's good for my body. It's good for me because sometimes some birth control doesn't go with people, you know. Not every birth control is for everybody. So yeah, they prescribed me some medication and they made me a referral to come back, just in case I wanted to take something else, not the Nexplanon, because I made them know that I was not ready to have a baby right now. I don't want to get pregnant, so I want to be protected, I want to be safe, but I'm not going back to the Nexplanon. So when I went, well, after everything was done, they told me everything that was happening. They gave me the fluid. They watched over me for the night. They made sure everything was okay. They gave me food, and then they was ready to send me home. They made me an appointment, and I came the next day. And I got another form of birth control, which was no implant, no IUD or nothing. I had another form of birth control waiting to see if I want to keep taking it or if I want to switch and have something else. I'm considering other options. Okay, so yeah, so that was pretty much it for the video. I am sorry that you guys have to see another setting, but that was pretty much it for the video. I'm gonna ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment your experience if you have an experience with the Nexplanon, or if you have a friend that have an experience with the Nexplanon, or whatever you want to say, just comment. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and your girl is back. Stay tuned for the change, stay tuned for the upgrade, okay, because it's coming. So full disclaimer, like I said, I'm not saying this is what's gonna happen to you while you use the Nexplanon. I'm just saying this is what happened to me. I'm telling you what happened to me. Okay, so that was it for the video. I love you guys very, 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 very much. Bye.